What if everything you've ever experienced was just a story told by your mind? That every sight, sound, and touch you've believed to be real was actually a masterful narrative woven by your brain's complex processes? And what if every potential version of our lives, every choice, every opportunity, already exists in an infinite array of realities that you can actually choose from and create as yours? Today we will explore the mind's power to shape reality, and how to adjust your consciousness in simple ways that can permanently alter your experience of reality. Just for a moment, imagine that you're looking at a rose. You see it as red, but is that color really there in the rose? Or is it something that your brain creates? A rose changes colors as light wavelengths interact with it. And science tells us that red is not an inherent property of the rose itself. Instead, it's how our brain interprets specific wavelengths of light. This redness is a creation of our minds, a neural symphony, if you will, but not necessarily a fact of the flower, unless we give the flower the meaning of being red based on our internal perception, which most do. Now let's go a little deeper. What if our consciousness itself shapes the reality that we experience? It's not just that our brains are interpreting the world, they are actually constructing it. Key scientific breakthroughs and today's theories on consciousness are revolutionizing our understanding of what reality truly is. Consider phenomena that defy explanation: near-death experiences, unexplained moments of consciousness, and mysterious synchronicities that seem to defy probability. These experiences often leave those who encounter them with a profound sense of awe and a changed perspective on life and reality itself. For instance, near-death experiences where individuals report sensations of leaving their bodies, seeing bright lights, or encountering deceased loved ones and other spiritual beings challenge our understanding of consciousness and its ties to the physical body. In the same way, unexplained moments of consciousness, such as spontaneous insights, premonitions, or psychic phenomena, show us that our awareness has the ability to extend beyond the conventional limits imposed by our physical senses. These are significant hints at a more profound, fluid reality that exists beyond what many believe or can comprehend as truth. They push us to question any rigid frameworks of understanding and suggest that reality may be far more interconnected and dynamic than the static, isolated model that we often accept, meaning that what we perceive is likely not even close to all that there is. The world of quantum physics provides further evidence of this fluid reality. Physicists agree that subatomic particles, the tiny energy components that make up the building blocks of matter, exist only as probabilities in various points in space and time. They only convert to physical particles when we place our attention on them. When we remove our attention, or observation, they become probabilities once more. Matter doesn't actually exist on its own without the attention of the conscious observer. Conscious attention makes a thing become a thing, and continuous attention keeps it that way, producing the illusion of a reality that appears to be solid. And this means that we have the absolute ability to shift our conscious focus and create reality in any way that we choose. Knowing that reality is a product of our minds opens incredible possibilities for transforming our lives. But research shows that about 90% of our thoughts are repetitive, which can keep us in a loop of thinking and creating the same experiences over and over. These are what I like to term the old thoughts, or old thinking patterns. And when we take the time to dismiss the old ways of thinking and become conscious observers, we create the space to manifest something new. The process begins by watching your thoughts as much as you would watch your outer reality. Becoming detached from these thoughts and realizing that they are not your identity gives you tremendous power over your mind and what you create as your experience. And this is why you will often hear that remaining in the present moment is the only space to reside. Presence provides the space to focus on events rather than problems. You are not the mind. The mind is a powerful tool that can be used for great benefit, but it's not who you are. You are consciousness, awareness, beingness. When you change your awareness or your beingness, you change your world. And you do this by deciding to change what you become aware of and what you are being. Yes, it's truly that simple. For instance, you can be aware that there's a problem or an issue and keep that as your focus. Or you can become aware that you created a problem or an issue in your mind that can be changed at any moment that you decide to do so. At this point, you might think, well, this thing is in my reality and it disturbs me on some level. And although that may feel true to you in the moment, you can detach from those thoughts and change them, give them new meaning. You simply choose a new intention, a new outcome in your mind, and then hold it there. Act as though it's true. Deny any evidence that says otherwise, and then watch as the outer world begins to conform to your new state of conscious awareness and beingness. You become something new, and your reality must change to match that. Continuing to use your awareness to interact with what might be considered a problem or an issue only perpetuates it. And this is the choice or the decision that each conscious creator must make. You train yourself to become something new in each moment that you are not experiencing what you wish to experience until the transformation takes place as your experience. Let's do a simple but powerful thought experiment that might just change how you see everything. Imagine that you have a pair of glasses. Each lens represents a filter through which you see the world. One lens is labeled fear, and the other opportunity. When you look through the fear lens, every situation appears as a threat, a problem, an obstacle that's difficult to overcome. But switch to the opportunity lens, and suddenly every so-called challenge transforms into a chance to grow, to innovate, and to manifest your life in a very deliberate way. Now consider this. What if I told you that each of these lenses are like the thoughts that you choose to interact with? Every moment you decide which lens you're looking through, and what is being delivered back to you as a result of that. You have the absolute power to shift your focus from fear and lack to opportunity and abundance. Not just metaphorically, but literally by altering the neural pathways in your brain. And by taking the time to observe your thoughts and choose which ones that you prefer, you're actually physically rewiring your brain to see and create a different reality. And that's not just a theory. Neuroscience shows that our repeated thoughts and actions form neural pathways, and the more we use them, the stronger they become. This means if you consistently choose to see opportunities instead of obstacles, your brain gets better at finding those opportunities in every situation. It will literally begin to seek them out and make them your reality. Each day, our brain processes an overwhelming amount of sensory information, and it must decide what to focus on and what to ignore. This filtering process, crucial for navigating our complex world, shapes our perception and consequently the reality that we experience. So by consciously adjusting this filter, shifting our focus from what we habitually notice to what we consciously choose to notice, we can tune into different frequencies of our potential lives. And just like tuning a radio to find different stations, we can tune our perceptions to detect and experience the infinite possibilities that surround us at all times. All possible realities already exist. In the realm of quantum physics, every possibility exists simultaneously in a state known as superposition. What this means for us in everyday terms is that every potential version of our lives, every choice, every opportunity, is actually already available right now in this present moment. The key to accessing these possibilities lies in how we tune our perceptual lens. So consider the rose again. The color red that you see is just one possibility of how those wavelengths of light can be perceived. The color of the rose is a manifestation of your consciousness, choosing that specific experience from a very wide range of possibilities. In fact, the red rose is quite possibly, and even likely, a very different experience for you than it is for someone else. Now apply this to your life's broader possibilities. When you shift your focus to opportunities, to growth, to success, to abundance, to love and happiness, you're adjusting your consciousness to align with these frequencies and realities. You begin to perceive, and thus live, in a reality where opportunities are abundant and success is inevitable. It's not that these opportunities weren't there before, it's simply that you weren't tuned to them. All opportunities and possibilities are always available, and you can do this at will anytime you choose because you are a creator being. So, to change our circumstances, We only need to adjust our mental and emotional dials to become receptive to the opportunities that already exist all around us. By changing our conscious awareness, we quite literally invite new possibilities into our experience, and it all starts with self-awareness. Here are the steps to tune your lens in the direction of a reality that you prefer. Number 1, detach from unwanted thoughts by recognizing them for what they are. They're simply old thoughts and thought patterns and not actually a part of your identity. Number 2, choose a new intention or outcome in your mind and hold it there as often as you're able to. In other words, become the new version of you who gets to experience what you want. Number 3, visualize often yourself experiencing these new outcomes. Be playful about it and have fun. Number 4, act as if these new outcomes are already your reality until you begin to feel this true. There's a lot of power in the phrase, fake it until you make it. Number 5, deny any physical reality that says otherwise by telling yourself that it's simply an old illusion from your old thought patterns that you are now changing. Number 6, consistently affirm to yourself that everything is being orchestrated for you in your favor and that it will show up for you. This practice is how you actively engage with the quantum field of all possibilities and handpick your experience of reality. It's how you unlock the ability to navigate through the vast ocean of potential that exists in every moment. You are not creating a new path, you are discovering the path that's always been there, waiting for you to walk it. And remember, the universe is not happening to you. You are happening to the universe, creating it with your powerful conscious awareness in every moment. How you create it is simply a matter of choice. If you feel as though you need guidance or coaching to make this process a little easier and to fast-track your results, I'm always available to assist you with my courses and meditations. You can find my links in the description of this video.